$88 million goes up in smoke as Netflix pulls the plug on Haz and Meg's deal and reject their demand for the script rewrite. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are causing headaches to the Netflix bosses as they demanded rewrites of the script for their upcoming docuseries, as it had been claimed. The production, which is reportedly due to be released next month, is a part of a multi-million-dollar deal that the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex have signed with the streaming giant, as an industry source had reportedly claimed that the deal is now considered by the platform as a giant overpayment. According to the unnamed sources, who is said to be the Hollywood insider, the partnership with the couple was initially thought to be their rating gold and salvation. The source had told the National Enquirer, Execs at Netflix went to bat with the Sussexes, thinking that it would be the rating gold and the salvation for the network. But at this point, the $100 million investment is looking like a giant overpayment. Even the monster ratings wouldn't justify that ridiculous outlay, especially considering that Meghan and Harry have also brought a ton of negative publicity with them. They are known to be hugely demanding and entitled, insisting that everybody bow to their will and micromanaging everyone, from the script to the production. They are causing giant rewrite headaches for the folks behind the scenes. Since Harry and Meghan had stepped down from their senior members of the royal family and had moved to the US, they have reportedly attempted to join the inner circles of Hollywood and strike friendships with the big stars. But the source suggested that the couple was failed in these attempts, and instead struggles to stay relevant due to their behaviors. They are said that they're not only desperate to keep the big bucks flowing, but their way, but also struggling to stay relevant and powerful in Hollywood. They still have this delusional view of themselves as the top shelf celebrities, even though that is not far from the reality and that is not funny. As the source also commented on the Netflix recent release of the 5th season of The Crown and how it has impacted the Duke of Sussex. They said, Harry is clearly annoyed that he doesn't have any control over how he's portrayed on The Crown, but he knows better than to complain because he and Meghan want to keep the Netflix bosses happy. But is it too late for that, as they are viewed far and wide as the giant pains in the neck? As when it has come time for them to part from Netflix, it'll be a very polite case of don't let the door smack you in the butt on your way out. As Harry and Meghan's show was rumored to have been pushed back to 2023, in light of the backlash. But there is now reason to believe that the show will hit screens next month. It was recently reported by Deadline that Netflix bosses had become rattled by the strong opposition to the series and therefore had planned to postpone the Fly on the Wall series until next year. However, it is now rumored to show that it will not be delayed and it will launch in December. As an insider seemingly said, as far as I am aware, the docuseries is still going ahead later this year. In other news, Queen Elizabeth II had reportedly rejected Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's plan to adopt a half-in, half-out arrangement. During his appearance on the Daily Express Royal Roundup, royal correspondent Richard Palmer claimed that the late monarch, Charles, and then Prince of Wales were fearful of repeating disaster. Previously, the negative backlash was sparkled with the Earl and the Countess of Wessex. Richard shared that the key thing is the Queen, supported by the then Prince Charles, Prince of Wales, and then Duke of Cambridge, and other members of the family that took the view that you can't be half in, half out. Edward and Sophie tried it years ago, and it ended in disaster for them really. Well, embarrassment anyway. We shared that the proposal was rejected also because you are always to be accused of cashing in on your royal connections. As the expert noted that the Sussexes' choice to quit also faced criticism because they dished the dirt on the royal family.